Welcome to Life Fundamentals for Dummies. Lesson 1. How to Think. School teaches us much, but vital life skills often go unnoticed. Remember, everyone can think, but not all can efficiently process thoughts. Join us on this enlightening journey of self-discovery where we unveil the secret school didn't teach. In this video, we will cover several topics to help you process your thought better and think properly. First, our three elements of thinking: curiosity, logic, and creativity. Embracing diverse ideas, critical analysis, and then our final step is making informed choice. So let's start with our first element, curiosity. Everyone needs to stay curious. Imagine your mind as an adventure seeker. Curiosity is like the spark that lights up your adventurous spirit. It's the excitement you feel when you want to know more about something, like why the stars twinkle or how a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. To think properly, you need to hold on to this feeling of curiosity. Don't be afraid to ask questions, no matter how small or big they may seem. Curiosity is like a flashlight that helps you discover the hidden treasures of knowledge. That is why we need to embrace the unknown. Thinking properly means not shying away from what you don't know. Instead, embrace the unknown like a brave explorer. When you encounter something you don't understand, it's an opportunity to learn and grow. Think of it as a mystery waiting to be solved. So, don't be afraid to step into the unknown, because that is where new ideas and discoveries are waiting for you. Now let's delve into the realm of logic, which is like the compass guiding your thought. To be logical is being reasonable. Logic is all about being reasonable and making sense of the world around you. It's like having a map that helps you navigate through your thoughts. When you use logic, you are trying to make sure your ideas fit together like puzzle pieces. It's like saying, if it is raining outside, I should take an umbrella to stay dry. That is logic. The next one is common sense, which not many people have nowadays somehow. So common sense is like a collection of ideas that most people agree on because they make sense in our daily lives. For instance, it's common sense not to touch a hot stove because it can burn you. But remember, what is common sense might vary from person to person and place to place. To think properly, you need to balance logic and common sense. While they often go hand in hand, they're not always the same thing. Sometimes what seems logical might not be true. So you have to use your common sense to check. It's like having two friends, one who's very practical, which is common sense, and one who's super organized, which is logic. They work best together. But be aware of something called logical fallacies. These are like tricky traps that can mess up your thinking. For example, imagine someone says, if you don't eat all your veggies, you won't grow up big and strong. That is a fallacy because eating veggies is important, but it won't guarantee you be tall and strong. Learning about these fallacies is like putting on armor to protect your thinking from getting misled. Now let's explore the colorful world of creativity, which is like a superpower of the mind. Creativity isn't just about painting or writing stories. is a way of thinking that can help you solve problems and come up with new ideas in all aspects of life. Think of it like a treasure hunt. Creativity can be found in science, cooking, sports, and even math. It is like discovering hidden gems everywhere you go. So when you face a challenge, creativity can be your trusty sidekick. It's like having a magical toolbox in your mind. You can mix and match ideas just like puzzle pieces to find creative solutions. For example, if you're trying to figure out how to make a boring chore fun, your creative brain might suggest turning it into a game. By embracing these principles, you become a more effective thinker and open doors to endless possibilities in your journey through life. Now that you have some idea about thinking element, we are diving into the importance of embracing diverse idea and how it can help you think properly. Imagine the world as a big puzzle, and each person has a unique piece of that puzzle. Embracing diverse ideas means looking at the puzzle from different angles. It's like wearing different glasses to see the world through someone else's eyes. This helps you understand how authors think and why they have certain opinions. So let's breaking down bias. Sometimes our brains have bias, which are like shortcuts to make us favor one idea over another. This bias can limit our thinking. Embracing diverse ideas means recognizing and breaking down this bias. It's like cleaning a foggy window to see clearly. So how to embrace diverse ideas? To do this, start by listening actively when someone shares their thoughts. Be open to different viewpoints, even if they're different from your own. Imagine that each idea is a piece of puzzle and together they make a more complete picture. Engaging in discussions with people who have different backgrounds and experiences can also expand your thinking. Now let's explore the art of critical analysis, which is like being a detective for your thoughts. It sounds fancy, but it is very simple. Critical analysis is a fancy way of saying you are examining things carefully. It's like looking at a painting and not just seeing the colors, but understanding why the artist shows these colors and what message they want to convey. It's about thinking deeply. A big part of critical analysis is asking lots of questions. When you read a book or hear someone's idea, ask yourself, why do they think this way? What evidence supports their idea? Are there any flaws or missing pieces? Imagine you are a curious detective trying to uncover the truth. Another important skill is spotting mistakes or errors in thinking. It's like finding a hidden treasure when you notice something doesn't add up. These mistakes can be in facts, reasoning, or even in the way an argument is presented. By spotting mistakes, you become a sharper thinker. So how to do critical analysis? You can start by gathering information from different sources. Look for reliable and trustworthy sources to learn from. Then question everything you read or hear. Don't take things at face value. Think about whether the information makes sense or if it's based on evidence. Finally, be open to changing your mind when you discover new and better information. Critical analysis is like being a scientist of your own thought. Always seek the truth. As you already have some idea how to think properly now, let's explore how to make informed choices, like a wise decision maker. So what are informed choices? Informed choices are decisions you make after thinking carefully and gathering information. It's like choosing the right path on the map instead of guessing. Informed choices are important because they help you make decisions that have the best outcome. To make informed choices, you need information. Imagine information as pieces of a puzzle. Collecting information is like gathering those pieces so you can see the whole picture. You can get information from books, the internet, experts, or by talking to people who have experience with the topic. After collecting information, think about the consequences of your choices. It's like predicting the outcome of a game before you play it. Consider how your decision might affect you and others in the short and long term. This step helps you make choices that align with your goals and values. Once you have gathered information and thought about consequences, it's time to take action. Making informed choices means following through with the decision you believe is best. It's like following the path on the maps you've chosen. Remember, making informed choices is a skill that gets better with practice. By embracing diverse ideas, mastering critical analysis, and making informed choices, you will become a more thoughtful and effective thinker. These skills will serve you well in both your personal and professional life. Happy thinking and decision making. Thank you for staying with us through this first course, and I will see you in the next lesson on how to sell.